Here we go. Hello, all two of you. This is that same HP with the cool stickers from the other day. Ew. Ew. Sticky stuff everywhere. God. So, the status report is I'm not really very sick anymore. I just have a bad voice now. It's just a bad voice. God, did I hit the camera? That's the customer that just left. It appears that I may have actually made a mistake with the camera. It is raining like crazy here, so I may get cut off. Hello. I think I see one little nuisance here. Is that a 30 pin? It is a 30 pin. This is our test screen. Our damaged but works, which you may remember from before. And this is the screen that has been destroyed. So we have one to replace it. And that looks pretty good to me. Same connector, same a lot of stuff. Now look, I'm using this this fisheye lens because I had it on last night. I didn't feel like setting up again to do this particular stream. Just because, well, frankly, this is a continuation of a previous one, and it's not going to be very exciting. So, to all two of you that are here, thanks for watching. I hope it's not too boring. This damned computer is on. Why are you on? Is this one of those stupid things where the computer turns on if you open the lid? I would not be surprised. Whoever came up with that is an asshole. Hello, love the channel. Andrew's Repair Shop. It's good to have you. Alright. So, really quick, if you saw the live stream remaster I uploaded earlier today, which, actually, let me check that. You may not have seen it. Nope. Where did it go? You know, that's always the problem. Stuff just vanishes on YouTube. Nope, you haven't seen it because I haven't listed it yet, because YouTube is taking its sweet-ass time processing it. Well, okay. I just made it public, so there's a video of a stream for all of you to watch if you get bored. I took the first iMac stream from the other day, and since I have this camera, which I'm recording on, well, I'm not recording on it now, but I recorded the stream on it. I brought my better camera home since I've been sick and been doing these streams. It can record too, which means I had a 4K video recording to go along with the really crappy stream that you normally watch, because this stupid blue computer is the weakest thing ever, and frankly, I really want to stop using it to do streams. I think the audio drift may be because of some stupid mismatch between the Intel QuickSync stuff. Oh, it turned itself on again. You miserable piece of shit. Nobody wants you to turn yourself on. Nobody. Nobody asked you for this. But it works, so that's good, I guess. I still need to epoxy this screw back in place. I still need to get double-sided tape for the screen. Hang on, let me go get that. Damn it! Where did I put the double-sided tape? Oh, it's like the one thing that I actually have where I know I put it. Alright, so that's published. Wow, there's a lot of people. Yeah, I'm not removing the battery. Screw that. It was off when I put the display cable up to it, and it should not have turned on. I did not press the power button. There is some stupid ass design problem. I'm thinking lid power on, that whoever came up with the idea that if you power on the lid, or if you open the lid, that the computer should turn on, whoever came up with that needs to just be shot in the face, because that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Alright, double-sided tape. Holy shit, this is sticky. This is really sticky. Good. Yeah, I don't know who came up with the idea that hey, guys, you know what would be funny? Hey, oh no. So, I have an additional problem. I don't think that's the person who owns this computer, now that I'm thinking about it. That is a different name than what I have on this computer, so I don't know who that is. That's very interesting. They could have brought it in for someone, I don't know. I don't care either. So here's the deal. This screen moves. Look, it wiggles a little bit. So I wonder, do I align it with the top stop here or the bottom stop down here? Who knows? Who cares? Har 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 har. Yeah. Well, let's just get it up. Getting it up can be hard to do. Har 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 har. Let's just put some tape in there and see what happens, I guess. So yeah, one of the reasons I want the Panasonic 9mm lens, and I need to get like $500 to get it, is because this lens is a 7.5. It's too wide. But the next size up that I have is a 12, which is, if you do math, it's a little bit more than 50% narrower field of view. So this is my solution to stretch tape, by the way. I'm not buying stretch tape. Fuck you. I'm just gonna buy real tape, put it in, and because the front bezel will hold it in regardless, so who really cares? I have double-sided taped myself to myself. Who comes up with this shit? Not me, I tell you what. Yeah, okay, that strip is actually just a bit long. That's kind of a problem, don't you know? Look, do you know how stupid I feel right now? Look at what I'm doing, man. Look at what I'm doing. I'm taping a liquid crystal display into a friggin' laptop. I'm taping it. Do you think I feel good right now? Do you think that this does wonders for my self-esteem? Do you think that I feel like a successful, happy, accomplished individual? No. No, I don't. I feel like an asshole who's taping a screen into a laptop. Because guess what? That's what assholes do. The tape, this particular roll of tape, the teeth on it are not very good. Next time I'll spend more money on the brand name, except when I went to go buy double-sided tape, they didn't have the Scotch stuff, the 3M tape. They had Target tape. So Target tape it is. Target tape it shall be. No tick-tick? Are you talking about TikTok? Hell no, I don't have a TikTok. Hell no, I don't have a TikTok. I'm never going to have a TikTok. It just occurred to me this will actually, this one down here will be a problem because it's going to be right up against the cable. We don't want the tape to hold the cable too. So let's get that one back out of there. Yeah. Let's offset this just a bit. We'll put it over here where it won't affect the, we don't want it to affect the board or the cable. So, alright. I really hate this. I hate this design. But, you know, part of the problem is that I don't get to choose how these computers are put together. All I get is, hey, it's broken. Fix it, and I'll throw money at you. And then my response is, well, what a coincidence. I would love to have your money, individual with a computer problem. I will gladly accept your money in exchange for fixing your bad financial decision. Thank you so much. Look at how sad that looks. Look, just it's depressing. All right. Ew. Oh God. No. Nope. 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 Hey, I actually don't think that the screen taping thing is a cut cost measure. I think the real reason that they do it is the whole thinness thing. Like that way they don't have to put mounts in to hold the screen. So somehow that might shave 0.05 millimeters off the total laptop thickness. Why? Because, you know, when people think about what they want out of things they spend their money on, they usually go, oh, I'd rather it be thin than functional. You know, that's what I want. Look, so they tape the screen in, right? But then there's all this adhesive here too around this bezel. It's like the whole thing is just taped together. What a piece of crap. Like, how do you look at this and go, this is such a good idea. This is a great design. This is what the people would really want if only they weren't so dumb. They really would want me to just tape and glue all their equipment together. Every screw is a sin. Yeet or be yeeted. See, I can't actually reach the bottom to get the thing all the way in. I may be forced to remove this entire top off this computer, even though I could disassemble it all by hand. I may be forced to remove the top just to get this to fit properly. And in fact, I think that's where this is going. And I am not happy about it. Not one bit. And this is why you come to this live stream. You come here to see me suffer. You come here so that you can watch me do penance for you. I suffer for you, my children. Well, some of you are probably old enough that I could be your children. That's how fat I am. I could be your children. Look, I seem to remember this. I seem to remember opening this, checking the wire. That's right, it's that one, with all the inexplicable decisions. I remember this now. I remember why I don't like this machine now. And if I remember correctly, the front screws are a different screw type. Because, you know, let's laugh at that guy. Yeah, they're tiny. And I'm pretty sure that there's zeros. So let's try that piece of crap. Yep, Phillips number 0. It's funny, this kit that I have here actually goes all the way down to 000. I have not had to use that yet. I mean, even eyeglass screws have bigger screw heads than 000s, so I'd be kind of surprised. Yeah, that rain's really coming down behind me. Alright, how did we get in here before? It looks like I pried here. Now, if I recall correctly, there's this black plastic further in. And that's what I really have to liberate it all from. Come on. Going through the hinge, I guess. Yep, there we go. Now what can we do? Piece of junk. Piece of junk. Open up, you sack. You sad sack. Or don't. Whatever. Ouch. Yep. Just pry at it until everything breaks, basically. Come on. Look at this. Look at this great design. Look at this. Oh yeah. This is how you should put things together. Instead of screws, let's just use really, really crappy plastic clips on everything. Everything. Really? Look at that. I can lift the whole computer. And there it goes. Piece of crap. Shouldn't have to do this. I should not have to do any of this. This is unacceptable. See, I'm not really sick. What's actually going on is the computers are giving me techno aids. I got the hard disk herp. I got plastic clip diarrhea. That's what this is. Get these hinges liberated as best as I can without breaking anything, which is of course a lot easier said than done because they just have to make this stuff difficult. Okay. There's a piece of tape here going all the way across for reasons I don't really understand. It felt like this hinge. Come on now. Okay, yep. Yep, you have to take this speaker assembly out. Great. That's really great. Who comes up with this? I swear to God. This speaker has to come out first. Apparently. The hinge is actually not clearing. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay. That's just really weird. Why would you design anything like this? That's just weird. Alright, well, I don't care. Okay. This goes to the screen. Yep, there's the Wi-Fi antennas, and that should be the webcam cable, I think. Maybe. Well, I can see... Alright, Wi-Fi antennas have to go. I'm going to regret that later. Putting those back as a bitch. I don't see the webcam. I don't see the webcam cable coming out anywhere. Jeez, where? They really don't have one? Well, let's find out. We'll find out the hard way. What's this? What's this? What's this? No. Nope. Okay, whatever. There's a webcam. I don't know how it hooks up, though. Oh, it goes into the display cable. Every crappy computer needs that. Oh, I didn't put this back. Hang on a sec. Let's do that real quick. Be right back. Gotta get a cotton swab. I probably shouldn't even be talking right now. Look at that. That screen's already nice and dirty. That didn't take very long, did it? All right. This is the good stuff right here. Loctite plastic. For all your sticking your fingers together by accident needs, choose Loctite. Boy, and if they stick this together, man, you're not getting them apart. I really need a very small amount, so this is actually pretty excessive for what we're doing here. And that's really too much. All right. That will set on its own. That one was loose. Loose. Not loose. Not loose. Not loose. Check these. Okay. All good. Shit. Okay. All right. Now, all that trouble just to shove this back down. I wonder if this is the problem, actually. I think this flat cable might need to go in this little channel right here. There's a channel right here. Instead of catching itself under the screen like that. That might be why we had a problem. Who knows? Who knows if this will ever go back together properly? I mean, you know, let's just be honest. It wouldn't surprise me if everything is adhesives all the time. And none of it ever quite goes back together right again. I would be so unsurprised if this didn't go back together right. Get some of this dust off just using a dusty piece of toilet paper, no less, you know. But just some of this needs to just go. It just looks bad to me. I don't like it. It might come back, but I don't want to have to look at it right now. I can look at it later. Okay, well, surprisingly, very surprisingly, it appears to actually have reassembled okay. Alright. Now to the pain. Much like in The Princess Bride, to the pain. Drop your sword. There we go. By the way, this is not a touch screen when I did the stream on this. It was another computer here that turned out to be a touchscreen. This one is not. Little bit of a correction there. It is not a touchscreen. It still sucks. It just doesn't suck that way. You know. Hey, is this camera setup too much trouble? Like, would you rather I had the longer lens on here right now? You know, the one that would zoom in a little bit closer? Because this is not a zoom lens. I can't make it go closer. But if you would rather me have that, I'll make sure not to do it this way again. I just had it this way for that IMAX stream and, well, momentum, basically. Yet, touch screens, I don't like that they all kind of have to sort of be glossy. I don't like how expensive they are when they break. They add weight and cost to the computer. As was the case with that one guy, his screen and glass were fused from the factory, which made his panel non-replaceable, because you had to get a panel with the touch glass already fused to it, which included the plastic frame for that specific model of computer, which meant that his Lenovo Flex 5-15 whatever, you had to get a part pulled from one of those computers. I'm pretty sure Lenovo doesn't sell proper repair parts to end users for a 4-year-old, 3 or 4-year-old laptop. So, I mean, I know that back in the day IBM did. I think Lenovo did for a while. They may do it for business ones. I don't know. I know that most manufacturers you can't get proper parts from in the first place. You're better off looking for working used pulls. Some people even buy whole computers, brand new, and part them out because you can get more money for the total of the parts together in a lot of cases, especially like for Apple products, than you would get if you were to actually just sell the working computer again. It's crazy. Okay. Now that's stupid. There's a lot of stupid in this HP. I am absolutely surprised. I never would have guessed such a thing was possible. So this is weird too. I'm looking and it looks like this HP, you see this CPU fan here, right? Let me just blow it out real fast while I have this open. Nothing in it really. But you see the fan here, and you see this hole here where a fan should go. It's weird. It's almost like this thing was designed to take 2 CPU fans. Which just... I don't know about that, man. What does this have in it? This is an i5, so I wonder if they sell it with an i7 with dual fans. There's nowhere for a custom GPU. Nice memory slot, though. Oh! How many people are here? Yeah, HP is Hot Pocket, bruh. So there's like 9 people watching according to this thing, but YouTube lies about these numbers all the time. So look, the few of you that are watching, I have a proposal. There's something I've been thinking about doing for a long, long time. Kind of started thinking about it in the era when Secure Boot became a thing, Windows 8 came to power, and computers started shipping with Secure Boot enabled, so you couldn't boot any custom stuff, you know. I kind of saw the writing on the wall back then, like Secure Boot can be used to lock users out of their own stuff. That's the whole premise behind the Windows 11 video, is that this could be used to do this, and they keep making incremental steps towards that end goal. They just haven't pulled the trigger yet, and in Windows 11 they kind of backed off of what they were doing because people got pissed. But here's my proposal. And I want you all of you, to listen and tell me what you think about this idea. I would like to start a website, and I'd need people to help pay for it or something. I'd have to be able to justify doing it more often, but I want to start a website where you can look up anything. We could start with laptops or whatever, but look up anything, and for those things, it will tell you. For example, let's say this laptop didn't have any memory slots. Let's say the RAM was soldered to the board. Let's say the SSD was soldered to the board. The CPU clearly is soldered to the board. Let's say you can't run, it doesn't have legacy boot mode at all. Some Intel chips, like this one, may even not have legacy boot support at all. These kinds of things, or the touch glass fuse thing from the other computer, where you have to get a specific part with the glass already fused to it that's specific to that model. These things I consider to be defects. I consider them to be hostile to repair. And, I've had people come in with the RAM soldered to the board, and they would come to me for an upgrade, and I'd be like, you have to spend $1,000 on a replacement computer. Apple does this with a lot of them. It has for almost a decade now. I want to run a website where you can look these things up by model number, whatever, and it'll show you all of these defects. It'll show you, for example, like back in the 2010s, the early 2010s, a lot of PCs had Wi-Fi card blacklists. Or not blacklists, whitelists mostly. If you put in a card that did not have the exact, basically that you didn't buy from the vendor of the PC, it would refuse to work. So you couldn't upgrade your Wi-Fi card in your Dell or HP or whatever without buying it straight from them. And ideally, we would also be looking at like a browser extension where when you look up these products, it detects those products and tells you, like, this product has this many, like this score or these number of what we consider to be defects or user hostile things. It's something that I feel like is sorely needed, because if people knew about bullshit like RAM being soldered to the computer before they ever spent their money on it, they'd be able to steer their funds towards the computers that don't screw them later. You know what? Is that info already out there? I've never heard of a place where anyone collects it centrally. The info's usually out there per model if you really, really look. I'm talking about something that even normies could use. Even a normie shopping whatever, bestbuy.com, could have the, don't screw me when I give you $1,000 browser extension, and it'll say, oh, this model of laptop is known to have these potential problems that you need to know about before you buy them. And it could apply to any kind of defect. Hell, it could even go for other things like cars. Like if a particular car was known for having serious transmission problems on a regular basis, or just defects in general. Cough, cough, Chevy Spark. Cough, cough, everything made by Chrysler. Louis Rossmann started a wiki. That's cool. It's also useless. A wiki is not... Wikis are stupid, okay? I'm just going to say it. Wikis are fucking stupid. I hate wikis. They're great for encyclopedic information. But, look, dude. Look, okay? Here's the problem with a fucking wiki. Alright, I have a computer, right? This is a computer. Whatever. Right? So if I take this computer, or this computer, or this computer, okay? And I'm shopping. I'm looking for a computer to buy. I'm not going to go to Louis Rossmann's wiki and start searching to try and find the computer in the wiki. See, that's part of the idea, is that you have a central repository for the stuff and you have a website for it, but you also have extensions. You have a way to integrate that into the browsing experience such that you can actually get the information in a standardized format. A wiki's not standardized. A wiki is this mostly free-form piece of crap where all kinds of glaring errors can pop up. And you know what else would, like a wiki, if it's user-generated content, if people can just freely edit it, just sign up for an account and you can edit it, well, that's a great way to end up with a whole lot of really stupid errors, and I don't want to be propagating incorrect information. Wikis are stupid. They're just stupid. The whole idea of a wiki is like to collect articles about stuff, but an article is not very helpful when you're trying to decide where to put your money. You don't want to buy products with these secret defects that bite you in the ass 3 years down the road, I'm not going to be able to go to a wiki and find that information. It's too much trouble. And I don't care how smart you are. You know, all these people popped up when I made that YouTube short showing UPS being a dick to me, putting the balloon right above the password requirements. And a whole bunch of people showed up and they were like, yeah, so open the developer tools and you can use the little thingy to click on the element and then delete the element from the DOM. And I'm like, but I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't even have to think about that. This shouldn't exist. This shouldn't be a problem. And that's the problem, is even if you're a computer guy, why the fuck should I have to do that? Why? Why do I have to be a web developer to clear that stupid balloon out of the way? And it wouldn't have been a problem had they just tested, had they like scaled the window. Look, the bottom line is that whole thing, the JavaScript hid the password requirements if you deselected the password box. It also hid the little pop-out balloon that they supposedly have pop out to the side, except at my exact 1280 pixel wide scaling on my computer, for some reason, the balloon goes down instead of to the right, probably because it's too narrow, because they're probably still using a desktop CSS thing, and there's no room on the right for the balloon, so it collapses down. It's bad design. I shouldn't have to deal with it. I didn't bring that up. I didn't bring that particular issue up because it's directly relevant. It's more just that when people are like, hey, you got this problem rooted in something that should not happen in the first place, but it's okay. I'm going to excuse it by telling you this cryptic-ass way to go get around it. I'm going to tell you how to reach around your asshole to get to your other armpit. When people do that stuff to me, it pisses me off to no end. All right, this is fixed. Because I'm a normal person, right? No, I'm not. I'm not remotely normal. But you know who is? Most other people. Most other people don't know anything about Inspect Element or browser dev consoles or CSS. And most normal people are not going to pull up Louis Rossman's wiki. They're not going to fucking do it. They're not even going to know it exists. They're not going to do it. Part of the problem with any social thing, actually, is that there's momentum. You need that momentum. And you get momentum through adoption. You get adoption through making your shit easy to do and just making it so normal people can do it, man. And a friggin' wiki is not going to do the job. Obviously, the computer's done, so I can do this now. I'll just be ill. Yeah. Here we go. Have some Cool Cat.
The super young little girl comes over to see Cool Cat.
That's what I was doing earlier, so in case you were bored. So let's see what chat says. No, it's not a matter of making it easy to search. No, it is not. Because you know how you do the search? On a desktop, you open up... hang on a sec. On a desktop computer... I have to leave in a minute. You'll open up your browser. You'll look for stuff. You'll copy the model number out of the model number page for the vendor, whatever. Best Buy has them listed right there, for example. You'll copy the model number. Then you'll go over to the wiki. Then you'll go to the search box and paste the model number and hope that it comes up. And now what do you do when you've got 30 or 40 different options in front of you? Oh, copy, Alt-Tab or whatever, paste. Oh, maybe it did, maybe it didn't come up. Oh, okay, next option, clicky, copy, paste. I'm not going to sit there and copy and paste 20 or 30 model numbers to make a decision. I want something to be able to pop up and say, this is the, defective piece of shit ranking that Jody came up with. It's accessibility. That's basically it. A wiki is not good enough when you actually go to buy the stuff. If you're standing there in the store maybe that level of difficulty is understandable because a lot of people go to the store and then have to search for stuff, but if you're looking online, why would you want to do that? It's just too much trouble. It's way too much trouble. Having the information's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great to have the information, but you're talking about, this is what a lot of people who are technical really miss. You don't get this camera right, man. You can make the most technically superior product ever. You can have the most glorious heap of information, the greatest wiki ever known to man, that has every problem with every piece of equipment that exists on the planet ever. You can have all of that information collected in one place. Nice, big, unified heap of information. It can be this technically glorious thing. And just as an example, if you provide access to it through only SQL queries, okay, yeah, all the information's there. The sum of human knowledge of shitty design in one place, but you have to use SQL queries to get to it. No. All that information is useless because being able to access the information quickly and in context is more important, arguably, than the accuracy or level of the information itself. Just because you have a technically superior product doesn't mean that it's a good product. Look at user interfaces, it's like, oh, hey, we'll make everything, we'll make things better for touchscreens by making everything really big with a lot of empty space and a lot of space between things so that the information density is like, oh, you can have like 4 big fucking buttons on your cell phone and that's it. It'll be great. You'll never fat finger syndrome your way through anything ever again. It's technically superior for people who have trouble poking things with their big fat fingers. But for people who actually need to get shit done, maybe they'll accept a few mistakes in exchange for having 16 things on there instead of 4, It's pain in the ass. Swipe, 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 swipe. You need to make it accessible. And that's the problem, is that this stuff, even if it's out there, it's not accessible. And a wiki is not accessible. A wiki is great if you're running a search for a specific model, but by the time you're doing that, there's a pretty good chance that you're not buying it, that you've already bought it. So you've already given them the money. You've already wasted your money on a piece of crap. Yeah. So many people watching me complain. I love it. Anyway, the bottom line is I see way too many of these machines that make these compromises. And it's not just computers. Like I said, there's cars too. There's a lot of cars out there, specific models, specific submodels, whatever, that have known repetitive problems. That, like, no exceptions, you get a certain car and it'll have problems. You get a certain model of laptop, it'll have problems. You get an Apple MacBook Pro made after like 2013 or something, the RAM soldered permanently. Period. No upgrade. That's it. No upgrade. You can pay $2,500 for a so-called professional laptop, and if you need 16 gigs instead of the 8 gigs that you got with it, 8 years ago, you have to buy a whole new laptop. But I don't need the extra processing power, but I don't need the extra battery life, but I don't need the storage upgrade or whatever. All I need is more RAM for this particular thing I want to do. I don't need any of the other stuff. I just want to upgrade my RAM. Well, I'm sorry, but we've made it so that you have to give us more money for a whole new computer instead of upgrade what you already have. Oh, well, this is what I think about that. All right. Yep. I'm out of time. I have to go. I actually have to go quickly. So, stream's over. Thanks for listening. Feel free to tell me what you think about that idea. Best Buy actually has the best deals on a lot of stuff. If you go shop around, you'll find that they often do. Walmart, however, I agree. Walmart laptops, if you compare spec for spec, get a laptop at Walmart, a laptop at Best Buy, a laptop wherever else, Newegg Business, I don't care. You'll often find Best Buy has a tendency to have the best deals on new laptops. Walmart tends to actually have, $20, $40, $50 markup over what's available at the other places for the same stuff. Because Walmart, everyone thinks if it's at Walmart, it's always cheaper than getting it somewhere else. But that's not true with technology all the time, or even most of the time. So yeah, I shop around, but Best Buy actually is where I send people for new laptops because they have deals with manufacturers where they get their own in-house model numbers for a lot of things, so that they don't have to worry about anybody doing price comparison, price matching, because if one digit's off in the model number because it's a Best Buy only model. But it's the exact same thing as this other one, but the number's different, so technically they don't have to do price matching now. Woohoo! So, yeah, big secret, right? Now, when I say $50 markup, I mean above the price that the same exact specs available at some other place has. Like, Best Buy has a laptop for $400. You go to Walmart, you find the exact same specs in a laptop sitting at Walmart, it might be $450. So when I say markup, I mean above what you could pay if you shopped around and didn't just go to Walmart and assume that they were giving you the best deal. I have to go. Take care.